Right. Okay. Looks like we're started. Let's just change our little message to... Yeah. Looks like things are taking quite a long time. It's a bit weird. The internet's having a bit of an off. Probably should have switched the Wi-Fi on and off before I started. Okay, that's not very encouraging at all. The message hasn't changed. Guys? Ah, wait, okay, it just didn't do it. That's weird. Anyway. Welcome, nobody, I should think. Let's have a look. Can't be too sure. Oh, hang on. I never even set up a stream. Silly boy. So, that means I'm going to be streaming, right? But under some different title that no longer applies. Theoretically. Should we have a look? So, it's worked out I'm live. We've got nobody watching. And let's change the stream title because that currently is not true. Oh. Trying out Audacity at some point. Lol, that should do. And also Cat of the Cosmos. Changing music. Oh no, hang on. I have to do this in the correct order. There we go. And now, do that. And then... Oh, no. Oh, it's scrolling like a madman. Right. Okay, there we go. We got people here now. We got a new in the chat. Will this be another Battle Cats Rangers stream? Not principally, although we will be briefly visiting there to get my daily mission cat food. But first, we got to use the energy I've banked on getting some treasure. Then, we're going to, well, as part of that, I'm going to be recording using Audacity, just pretending I'm recording a video whilst doing the stream. And we're also going to put the stuff into iMovie to work out if it works. Because I thought might as well do it in the stream, instead of doing a recording then finding it doesn't work. Also, Battle Cats Rangers also need to get some cat food on the beginner account. That is the plan, and hopefully the plan that we will execute fairly well. Then I need to actually get some actual real work done. Get a job! Right. Starting off with a pyrocynical joke, and I thought it couldn't get any worse. So... Murtaugh, I've been going at for a little while. I only just got a treasure on it. It's a normal treasure. We can keep going though. No restrictions and it's fine. I've developed roughly what I think is a decently fast way to do it with our general slot. So we're gonna go for it. So there's a Clee 1. I just ignore it. Actually, I don't ignore it. I do a rover. 2 rovers and then a Meg Aphrodite, I find. I finally uploaded my first Battle Cats video and the audio has gone. Well, rip to you. I send my commiserations to you, but I'm afraid that's technology. What I do is have a go at the technology and re-upload the video complaining about the technology. Don't let yourself fall in silence. Let people know that you've had a bad time of it, because you deserve their sympathy for what's happened to you. That's how I see it anyway. Other people see it as moaning, but you know, each to their own. Seafarer, meat shielding, and other stuff. I also noticed when I went in the comments and actually when I checked in the video, iMovie had managed to sort of screw up the video while I was watching it over. So essentially what I do after I've finished editing a video is, well, watch it again just to make sure that I haven't made any editing mistakes and just make sure it's nicely done, sort of shine it, sand it, you know, the video editing equivalent of that. And iMovie literally must have screwed up the video behind where I was watching it as I was finishing it off, which is brilliant. That is technology at its most technology-y. So I'm not being sort of lackluster and unobservant. It's literally because iMovie was being the saboteur from Trapped right there, and I had no idea, because why would you proof watch a video twice? But there you go, what can you do? My eyes also sort of feel a bit weird, and my hair does as well, which is great, you know. Good start. Oh, no, that's better. Got ourselves a superior treasure. No more Murtaurs. So, I should probably go back to Durarara, reason being, getting treasure better. So, we've got 300% ones, 400% ones. So, oh no, our Ganymede Topaz is at 100%. Okay then, what we still got left to improve? Oh, who are you? An Enigma Fruit. Fancy. Right. Oh, hello. Aurora then. Maximum energy cap. No. I almost sort of want to leave that, but then I also don't want to leave that. Oh, that's exciting though. You know what? I could put that in my video. Yeah, that's how we'll record our video then, our pretend video. We're going to get treasure on, oh, should probably actually check what that one is first. Oh, why isn't there a scroll bar? Come on now. Durarara, let's get that superior, and then we'll do Aurora. And then that's how we'll record our video. Pretend video. Johnfish! Hello! It has been way too long. Hello! How long do you spend editing and dubbing over your content? Well, I mean, it varies a lot. And I can tell you the factors on which it varies, because it's actually a very good question. This latest video is a lot different, because obviously it's screwed up and I didn't make it in the way I'd normally make it. I was narrating sort of what had happened and then editing it to that. I see, apparently Matt Shea made a video about this this beautiful little Dolphina. I haven't seen it though. I saw them make me suffer instead, you know. Only one video on a Sunday. Heck yeah, we've got other things to... I don't know where I'm going with that. Anyway, might get around to it eventually. Hopefully. That'd be nice of me as a subscriber, you know. Anywho, back to the question I was actually asked, not the one I'm manufacturing for myself. So, it can take a lot of different times. Like the Rangers video took ages, and that was mainly because I didn't have clips, you know, for what I'd recorded saying. I'd said stuff about Battle Cats Rangers, then I had to find clips of the game that I've recorded and find the relevant stuff to put in front of it, which is a lot more difficult to do. So, like, as much as Lucas IV and I might have disagreements and parts of his personality that I don't really like, the kind of videos that he makes, the edits for those kind of videos do take a long time. They're quite difficult, so I admire that. A lot of his video craft is quite good. Video craft, more like Minecraft, which is a good game. So yeah, no, video craft, that's quite accurate, I guess. Little interjection anyway. How have you been, Raggit? Thanks for asking, Janfish. I've been pretty sad because of all technology and that, and there's work to do, but I feel kind of optimistic, which is rare for me, in that I'm hoping I can actually get that work done because I've got a big old to-do list and I know what I need to get done, including what I need to get done today. Oh, no treasure. Also, how are you, Junfish? And back to the other question. So, the Rangers video took ages because I had to find the relevant stuff, and it takes ages sifting through random bits of Rangers you recorded to find the right thing, and things might just about be the wrong thing, and it was really quite annoying. To download old streams on it and stuff like that. So an edit's a lot easier when you've recorded your voice specifically as a Let's Play with the video, which is how I do most of them. But that doesn't mean it's particularly easy, and to be honest, I can't really give a figure for it, because it varies hugely, especially depending on if iMovie screws it up. What it does, it's difficult to explain, but I'll try and explain it. What it essentially does is sometimes when you delete a bit of a clip, like if you're just sharpening up to get your audio to start the start of a clip instead of having like a bit of a wait and then you start speaking, for example, if you delete a bit of clip, you can only tell very vaguely by the way that the clips in front of it move backwards to fill the gap whether it's screwed up or not. Because sometimes when you delete a clip, iMovie will just whoosh back the clips and I go whoosh, which means that it's actually screwed around the clips you've had before and put them in places you didn't put them in. So it screws up the entire order, which is why in that video you had me going over myself. Because while I was looking it over, iMovie just essentially screwed those audio clips into the wrong places. So really annoying things like that could happen. I mean, sometimes I catch them on the proof watch, but on that occasion it happened during the proof watch, not to my knowledge, which is really unhelpful. But there you go, what can you do? So it depends on a lot of factors. If things are going smoothly, it can be quite a nice edit, you know? But I get procrastinating a lot. I've never really found very good music to edit to because I just listen to the music. And it varies a lot, a heck a lot. Look at me being a politician there, avoiding answering the actual question. But I hope I've skirted around it in a way that is satisfying enough. I'm doing much better than I have been. I can make thumbnails again. I joined a certain thing too, so yeah, I saw you there, Janfish. Thank you for doing that. Yeah, our newly reformed thumbnail server with fancy stock images on it. And people are going to be adding cartoon images to it as well, which is exciting. The people who sort of do drawn thumbnails. Colabot said he'd contribute a few, so that sounds really good. I'm liking that. And it's nice to see you there, Junfish. Nice to see you back. I stopped playing Rangers because my game put me back to level 1 every time I closed it. Yeah, no, Rangers was very glitchy when it first came out. And don't know why, but Memory Inc. just released it when it wasn't nearly finished, even though there was no hype or want for it that would have gone down if they waited for longer. I don't know why they released it so early, but it's not so much buggy now as boring and ends badly, you know? It's a pretty smooth game most of the time. You don't get douches that you do minus damage to and things like that. It also has occurred to me that I might still have a manufactured stream delay on, which is really annoying. I didn't want to do that, but I don't think I can change that now, so whoops. Might be like 30 seconds from when I say something until I see your reaction to it. But we'll have to work with it, you know. Right, that'll do for me. Cup of tea. Cheeky cup of tea. I don't know, cup of tea's temperamental they are, you know. They can be really nice, or they can be like bleh, straight down the sink. It's weird, not too sure. Anyway, Durarara once again. Do 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 do. I don't know why I'm doing that. I should probably stop doing that. I haven't played this game in a while either. I'm way behind. Yeah, well, I mean, I guess I'm technically way behind as well. Like all of the sort of relic stuff I haven't got into. But I like taking my time. I think it's good to take your time with these things. I really do think it is. Because they've had a lot of time to put into them. And then for you to just, you being just a random person, I'll say for one to rush through it, it just seems a bit wasteful, really. Take your time on it. Get your treasure like we used to in Empire of Cats and that sort of thing, you know? Rushing through it's just going to make you bored and didn't really do the effort put into it justice, really. At least that's how I see it. I also see it in the way that we're struggling on Durarara in a way we shouldn't really be. Come on now, Reggie. Get your acts together, boy. Upgrade your worker cat. Go on. I know you can. I can do that at least. I've almost 800 hours in single clicker and idle games, so boring means nothing to me. Wow. That's impressive though. I wouldn't say that's a boring stat. What would you say is worse? Dead on Debut or Morning Rush Hour 3-star? To be honest, right, I really struggle with Morning Rush Hour 1-star. But Dead on Debut is also pretty horrible. But I would say Morning Rush Hour, partly because I haven't gone past 1-star on it, and partly because the difference between how difficult I find it and how difficult other people find it is bigger with Morning Rush Hour than it is with Dead on Debut. So that would be my answer. Morning Rush Hour. Nasty stage. Even with my boosted things and my Ubers and all of that, I could barely get through it. And that was after watching tutorials for it. Not one of them all by myself jobbies. I mean, maybe for Durara it'd be useful to put Mag Aphrodite on the first row, just because range is Project A and this is slow going. Really slow going. Come on now. Plus... yeah, okay. No treasure either, that's a bit sad. Alexa, you know what to do. That's a funny meme, Raggit. Good job. Right. Durara. I guess in this practice video that we're making as well, you get a little insight into the video making process. One thing I'll need to do is work out whether when I record the audio in Audacity, it does a silly kind of audio drifting thing. Whether like iMovie does that, or whether it's the audio thing itself, because I just thought it could just be iMovie doing that, and it could be a problem that can't really be fixed. I don't really think of it like that, but I guess we'll have to see. Be a nice little pretend video. Oh. Skablam. Right. Bit more difficult to start off, but now we can hopefully pile through and win. Here we go, here we go. Oh no! Knocked out of range. That means we can be on the base now. Whee! Right. Hey, sorted. Right. Well then, I'll tell you what. So Aurora was that Nimoy bought, wasn't it? Yeah. So we're gonna go to our filter. Special alien freeze slow knockback. Right, we've got all that. I guess we'll have to try a Ruran Cat, maybe instead of Masashi. Can't see it ending well, but we'll have to give it a go. Other than that, I'm going to get rid of Little Mohawk, because it's dodgy. And there are better things out there, like flipping Cat Burger. Where's that? Oh, of course, Killer Nekakuma's pretty good. I mean, sometimes. Where's... Please don't tell me Cat Burger's in rare. I thought it was special. It is. Okay. Right. Oh, Muscle Man Cat. I mean, why not? I mean, there's probably good few reasons why not. That'll probably do. I reckon we'll be fine on that. Would you say? I'd say. It's mainly our little macho leg we need to stack. Yeah, that'll be alright, because I'm going to use a treasure radar on it. Don't really want to do the Aurora that many times. Okay, so, gonna start recording my pretend video. So, I'm going to do this in a way that I thought of doing it. That, basically, I'm going to use 3 methods of recording and then bring them all together. So, I'm going to turn music off, I'm afraid, while I try and work out what on earth I'm doing. So the first thing I'm going to do is black out that, because I'm going to start a screen... Oh. Or not. Or I'm not going to start a screen recording. Oh, hang on, I think I know why. Or no, perhaps I don't know why. Oh, that's annoying. That it doesn't let you do it whilst you got it connected. Okay, two-way recording then. What I'm gonna do is So, basically, how do you do the energy glitch? I don't, and I'd advise that you don't either. Play the game naturally. You know, there's plenty enough energy when you just wait for it. Otherwise, it's scummy and it gets a bit out of hand. I bank energy, if that's what you mean, and that's just putting airplane mode on when your energy's at full and you go away somewhere. Then there's the energy that you had, and the energy that you would have gained if your energy was at 0 when you went away. But it's still using energy you got from the progression of time. Also not my idea. First saw Matt Shea using it. So there you go, Matt Shea with the tips. So, what I'm planning to do, actually, bit of an insight here, is do iOS screen recordings for the screen itself. Because for some reason, QuickTime, what it now does, because it's dodgy and rubbish, is record in 720p, which is fine if you're not zooming in. But I zoom in sometimes, and when you zoom in on 720p, it looks pretty awful. You may have seen like really low resolution zoomed in bits. That's QuickTime's fault. It doesn't record in 1080p anymore for some reason. The settings are all on maximum, as they always were, but it doesn't do it properly. So I'm planning to do the iOS screen recording, which does record in 1080p, but the game audio, it always gets wrong for some reason. So I'll record the game audio using QuickTime, right? My microphone audio using Audacity, and the game's screen using the iOS screen recorder. But we're going to have to do both the game audio and the movie recording in QuickTime, yeah. So, and there's, for some reason, right, if you start by clicking movie recording, you can't get an audio recording. You have to start by clicking audio recording, which seems really stupid, to get both movie and audio recording. So, audio recording, let's whack on device. Right, device audio is being recorded, which doesn't really matter because we got the movie recording, but let's assume that it would be the iOS screen recording, and we'll get Audacity up as well. So, Audacity, there you are, okay. Right, so I'm going to start recording the movie recording, the audio recording, and now the Audacity recording. Okay, right. So let's start our pretend video, which I can put back on the OBS. There you go. Right. So, all right, guys. Welcome to my amazing content today. We're going to be using some treasure to farm some alone. Alright? No, we're not. That's wrong. We're going to be using some treasure to farm Aurora. Alright? So, what we're going to do is we're going to be using a treasure radar, because I don't want to be doing it that many times. Then we can raise our energy cap, which is dead fancy like. So, essentially, what I'm going to now find is a point at which I can make all these files sync together, and that'll be when I press the attack button. So, for example, my audio is going to be when I say attack, like that. And then the game audio is going to be linked with the video when I hear the whoop of the button. Hopefully that works. I've never tried to link it like that before, but I guess we'll have to see. Bit of trial and error in there. Right, okay, right, okay, let's go, right. So I'm going to go into Aurora. I'm going to press, alright, tick, and into the battle we go. Hopefully that's synced alright, and we can make our pretend video, alright? Okay, so, we're in Aurora now, which is absolutely fantastic, and there's a Celeboodle over there, which is even better, in fact. So I'm going to start off with some cheap me shells, because Celeboodle loves that, because it's only single target, and it can't really do much to us while we're using all these cheap things, like, I can't maintain an accent, I'm sorry. Oh, no. Right, let's just... that's exhausting. Let's just carry on like this. Dear me. Right. Okay. Bit of this, bit of that, bit of the other. We'll wait for Valkyrie. Other than that, though, we're going to be in the dank, I reckon. Hopefully. Right. Ururan is here. Valkyrie as well. And we'll slow that boy. So that we have the nice knockback stack. Hopefully Valkyrie won't make any silly decisions. Good proc. Good proc. Nice, nice. Nice knockback, Ururan. Good job. Nice, nice. Nice, nice. Okay. This is going pretty well so far. Pretty easy, actually, with all the knockback stack. Doing a good job in that respect. Oh, heck. This is going to be fairly easy. Even without Valkyrie, you know, that just tends to die, to be fair. Still got the knockback stack. And I think I'm going to save up for a Bahamut next, perhaps. That'll be good for the base and for the Nimoy ball. You're going to get another knockbacker and we'll slow you. Just make sure you don't go forward that far. Other than that, just a bit of meat shielding, you know? Just a bit of this, bit of that. Regget's comedy routine, dear me, no. If that was, I mean, that's worse than my usual comedy. I wouldn't call that comedy routine. Right. A Bahamut, go. Give him a whack. Show him what for. Go on. And he's gone. Right. So then I'll go back to my accent now. So guys, we're going to destroy the base. Then we're going to win, which is absolutely fantastic. We're going to get Aurora and get the treasure radar used well off it because we're going to get the superior treasure from it. And that means we've unlocked dark matter, which is absolutely fantastic. And I'm about to show you why that is. So, now, if we go into our treasure menu and scroll along quite far, we're going to get to our dark matter. Here it is. And our maximum energy total is increased, which is absolutely fantastic. Let's go and have a look. At this point, we'd go over. We make a cheeky jump cut. Right. Okay, guys, here we are. Let's look at what our maximum energy is now. It was 840. This is a live reaction to what it's going to be. And it's now 870. What an incredible, incredible amount that it's added. 30 whole energy, which is absolutely fantastic. I expected it to be more than that, but there you go. Okay, right. So, that's the end of the video. I hope you all enjoyed. I know you didn't, so go away. Goodbye. Right, so then I would stop the audio recording. No, that's the record button. I have to press stop, separate button. Okay. Stop the movie recording. And stop the game audio recording. Oh look, QuickTime didn't corrupt them. Well, would you believe it? And now, we're going to save them off. Put the fat wrap back on. Right. So we'll call this one three-way game audio. We'll call this one three-way game video. And we're going to get the Audacity one. Hopefully this will work, because previously it just, well, it wouldn't work, to be fair. That's going to take a long time, right? We're going to go with it now. Because I've started it. I'm just scrolling through, trying to select the audio region. Not well versed in Audacity. Oh, do people think the stream was ending? That was my pretend video, guys. Get with it, honestly. Right. We're nearing we're nearing our point. Because for some reason it's put it as part of the same project that I first recorded some audio in, but that's fine, you know. Right, okay, trim outside selection. So we got our selection. Now we're going to file, file export. Export as MP3, even though that doesn't actually work because Audacity is so physically advanced that MP3 files are just too mainstream for it. So instead, what we have to do, we're going to call that three-way mic audio. Send it to the desktop file type AIFF, which Apple likes and Audacity seems to actually do. Although one that I exported just disappeared for some reason, so that's not great. Anyway, we'll save that. I can put in artist names and stuff, which is fancy. I wondered how people did that. But we don't need to, so I'm going to click OK. And that is going to make itself. Exporting the audio as AIFF. Time remaining 2 seconds, 1 second, and it is done, I guess? I hope so, anyway. We're going to have a look-see. Is it ready? Should we have a look? This looks promising. Yeah. Sounds like we've got it. Okay, good. Save project. Yeah, why not? Yeah, okay, that's fine. Oh no. Test. Save that to desktop where I know where it is. Right. Oh. Save my project data files then. Go on. All I wanted to do is close you, Audacity. Go away. Go on. Off with you. Right, it's gone. Okay. Reggae philosophy time. Well, I mean, it could be. You'd have to ask a question first. We're testing some things, video-wise. Right. Then I'd have to load up the old iMovie, which sounds very exciting, and actually is. So there you go. Right, let's look at them. Oh, there's fancy. Anyway, right, so I'm gonna load up the iMovie. And then we're going to whack open a cheeky project, I reckon. Seems like an idea. Create new. That's the one. Right, here we go then. So. Three-way game video. Things might get a bit hectic as it renders in, I'm afraid, because my computer can't do more than one thing at once, which isn't very useful, because it sort of constantly has to do that. We're going to turn its audio to 0, because we've got three-way game audio separately, because that's how we would theoretically do it. And then, below that, we go for, wait for it, we go for three-way mic audio, which goes into iMovie. That's promising. Not there though. Right, turn the game audio down to about 2%, something like that. And we'll leave them to render in, and while they do that, Is this good for Agu Ham, do we think? I reckon it might be. I also want to treasure radar Agu Ham because I don't... I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of Agu Ham. So while that renders in, we'll just do Agu Ham then. Seems fair enough, I think. Just check OBS. Yeah, it's doing alright, which is actually a bit of a miracle for OBS. Actually, I don't know. I'm having my beach ball, I think it's called. Well, it looks like it's fine. Can't really tell because everything's rendering. Oh no, it's caught up with itself. Good. Right, let's just briefly do this then. And then we'll try and sync everything together and see if it works. Live on stream, isn't that dead exciting? Oh heck yeah. But the only technical thing I can actually do is editing lock. And you're not even very good at it, Reggie. Right. Get ye barrier broken, lad. Go on. I dare you. Get you... No. There you go. Okay. Good choice. Let's knock you back as well. Right. We'll do this and that for a little bit. And just stall this boy. Lovely Gato Amigo with that knockback. I mean, the Starred Alien peons are just a bit ridiculous, to be fair. But what can you do? Try and give them a knockback. That's all you can really do. Right, that's them sorted out then. These are relatively slow. It's an opportunity to get some monies. Do we wait and lure, or do we not? I reckon not. Reason being, we'll just get sniped. I don't want to get sniped. I want them to get wreck. So we're going to go for it. Let's slow you. I mean, not you, obviously, Ultra Barbar. Can't really do that. No barrier break. No barrier break. No barrier break. Come on, Aurora. Can't we get knocked back already? No barrier break. No barrier break. Barrier break. It looks like we've got a barrier break. Good. Little Macho Leg is the one carrying these levels, really. It's pretty good for that knockback. But Auroran's dead, as it always tends to be. Now I'm going to wait for Le Solar to do its attack and send Valkyrie in. Try and do some damage. Probably could have timed that a lot better, but didn't want to be too adventurous. Okay, we need a bit more than that, Valkyrie, you know? A bit more than that. Oh, and this is why I don't use you, because you're bad. Come on. Please. No, oh, you just... it's like you're punching nothing. Nothing's dying. Come on, Valkyrie. Okay, you got a proc. I can respect that. What I can't respect is you not killing anything. Oh. Hello. Oh, we getting somewhere? Is this the longest a Valkyrie has ever stayed alive, ever? Probably. Slow what we can. And try and get rid of this Star Peng, and then we'll send a Bahama in. Oh, flip-flop. Right, we'll have to send a Bahama in while the Star Peng's about then. And now or never. Come on, Bahama. Preferably before you get killed. Oh! Did he just survive an attack? That's useful. Bam! Must have been hit by the star pang last time because I thought it was a one-shot. Okay, well that's Agu Ham sorted then. Nice, nice. Reggie, you are my favourite Battle Cats YouTuber and you deserve a lot more attention on YouTube. Thank you very much. I'm glad you think that. If you don't mind, I'll screenshot that for my collection of nice comments. Tar very much. Right, okay. There we go. Superior treasure, don't have to go back to Agu Ham. Good news. So, that's that stuff sorted, right? Let's head over to everybody's favourite editing software. Not quite Battle Cats Rangers time yet. Got our energy left to spend. Right. Okay. So, you can stare at Battle Cats for a little bit, if you like. I'm going to turn the music off again because I need to actually be able to work out how this is going to piece together, because I don't even know. Let's first of all find the point at which we've got the attack being clicked on. Mark that, and then here it is then. Tick, 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 tick. Right, mark that, and then try and find it on the game audio, which I'll turn up. Oh, there it is. Right, I've got 3 marker points. Let's see if I match them all up, if it actually works, shall we? The game audio looks decently synced. I can't maintain X. There's one actual bit of the test I forgot to do, which is really annoying, but what can you really do? I'll try and judge it from here. Well, you know what? It actually seems pretty fair enough. What I'm going to do is probably after the stream, just because otherwise the render will probably kill the stream, is essentially export that to the Silent Gnome channel, and you can have a look at that pretend video if you like. So, that seems to have actually gone rather well. Hooray. That was alright. That's a good sign. It seems good. I'd need more extensive testing, but the principle, it seems to work, which is good news. Thumbs up to that. Guys, any tips for Bun Bun? I I did a video. There's a tutorial video. It always makes me a bit sad when I have these tutorial videos up and then people are on my own stream like, oh, where are these tips? I have these tips for you. If you look up Battle Cat's Beginner's Guide, I've done a whole playlist of them, and Bun Bun is one of those that I've done a tutorial on. Feel free to give that a watch. That should be nice and conclusive for you. Right. Okay. What's this all about? Asker Coffee says the server's new rules page looks hecka fancy. Well, new fancy rules. Because I've changed the rules page, it's all fancy now. I wrote that today. Link in the description to that if you want to see it. Plugging your own server, what next? Actually talking about it. Huh? What I like. Right, Right. Okay. Right. Alright. So, I've got to spend a little bit of my energy. Probably need to get some sprockets. Let's actually have a look. Need 6 sprockets. Okay then. Let's go and get them. Oh. Has my advice been sort of like ignored? I did make a whole series of videos teaching people how to do these levels and prepare for wider Battle Cat's life for a good reason. Did it for you guys, you know. They're not just there for me. I mean, they're not there for me. They're there for you. You know, they're there for you. You know, they're there for you. Anyway, we're here. Infinite power. Look at that. Flipping. Prince of Darkness. That's where we get our sprockets. Let's do a bit of that. Oh, the bathroom. Oh. Not that level. Oh. Didn't know it was on this subchapter. Oh, messed that up. Still. Oh, the sink! At least that's how it seemed. The maglev hit the base when the music dropped. What can I use to replace Samba? I mean... I would suggest getting Samba, but yeah, Our Adori, if you have that for the Never Summer event. Not Never Not Summer, Never Summer, the actual useful one. Cat Burger, you know, all these sorts of things. A 75-cent meat shield, essentially. Pretty simple doing this level. And you get sprockets, decent rate. I mean, there are better drop rate levels for sprockets, but they're more energy, so... I don't scum energy, so we do it this way. Regis, register. Regis, I mean. Register. Ah, you got it. Regit. Hey. Autocorrect, eh? I mean, autocorrect must hate me. Regis, I mean, is also Latin. I assume it means Regis, like Lime Regis. And a register's a register. Anyway, what are you going to say? But I mean, by the time you hear me say what you're going to say, you'll have already said it. And then I will have already replied to that. Maybe. And you'll be like, why is he saying this so lately? Flipping stream delay. Or maybe I have nothing to say. We're just trying to have a fight with autocorrect. When is Cat Burger available again? It's usually around the event times, isn't it? And there have been some of those events on recently. So, I don't know. You beat it 773 times? Yeah. I do it quite a lot when there's just like 50 energy spare, and it's not that much energy out of 840 if you think about it. And seeming as you have 840 energy every, well, twice every day, say, over a long period of time, which it has been, it's quite understandable to do it that number of times. But yeah, I do it because it's a cheap stage that's good for sprockets, good for gold, and good for just general materials. The only stages I go to different stages specifically for are beast bones and meteorites. Other than that, it's just this stage. And seeing as I want to get all my Toto bases up, we need to do it a fair few times. That'd be why. Go, Maglev. And it's also very quick to do. It's quite easy to just... There you go, you see, there's a prime example. Gold and 2 sprockets. Perfectly what I want. Lovely stuff. Have we got what we need then? 2 sprockets left we need. Well, I'm going to reconnect to the Inconec, as I now say quite a lot in streams, because we've spent all of our banked energy. Let's get what energy, well, sort of what energy we've also banked. I don't know which would be the bank. I haven't watched The Weakest Link in a long time. Anyway, let's reconnect, and then we can do Battle Cats Rangers as well. I know you love it, so don't tell me you don't. Right, okay, so we haven't actually been recovering it for that long. We've got 485 energy, 777 clears, by the way. Let's just briefly look at that. I might take that as a little screenshot, as a cheeky memento. 777 clears. Bam. So, that's over a long time, by the way. Let's try and get those 2 sprockets then. And then, Battle Cats Rangers. And then, right, wait for it. Beginner account. Bam. We're going to go for it. Need to get this green cat fruit. Hope I haven't left it too late. I mean, on yellow, growing yellow, I wanted seeds. All I got was yellow cat fruit. I can see it happening the other way around when I want green cat fruit, but I guess we'll have to see what happens. Can we get 2 sprockets? It's like, can we get 50,000 likes? Can we get 2 sprockets? Come on, let's go. Go, go, go. Boom. Bam. We've got gold. Don't need any gold at the moment. I did before, but we don't now. What we need is sprockets. I guess at some point in a stream in the future, or I mean maybe not exactly in a stream, but we'll hit around 1,000 clears. Wow. a lot of doing one level. I mean, it's a very quick and short level with a low energy cost, but still a lot of clears. We gain gold, but not sprockets. It's the way. Whenever you want something, you don't get it. It's like the game knows. But will we get it in 338 energy? Which might become 350 by the time that it's recovered a little bit while we're doing it. Which would mean 350 divided by 5 is... Come on now, Rugit. 7 clears. There we go. That's right, isn't it? Hey, we got one of our sprockets. We're getting there. We're halfway there. What are your thoughts on Make Me Suffer? I think that's the only other series of mats that I watch. I quite like it. I like Matt best when he's being all sort of really cynical. Like those sort of cynical Fortnite videos he made. I like them, even though they were about Fortnite. Because they were just really cynical. Coal, really not what I want. Better than getting nothing. But use Fishman for Torture Room. This isn't a specific strat for Torture Room. This is a general strat that works for Torture Room, Sunset's Howl, Paparazzi Paradise, Growing Red. Oh, really messed that up. Luckily we got Ava Harmut though. And doing things quickly, right? It's not just for here, and it's an all-purpose slot that I like quite a lot. So no, Can is for, that's another one, Deep Sea Dying. That's what Can's for, and also Sunset's Howl. So no, it's a multi-purpose slot, not just for this. I've only got 10 slots in the game. We economise, you know? My slot 1's for all the XP stages, and I guess growing purple as well. My second slot is for all the metal stages and doing things quickly. Third slot, as you probably know, is the general slot. Fourth slot is this one for all my material farming and growing red. And, well, slot 5 was meant to be for 4-star stages, but it's sort of evolved into one of the Cats of the Cosmos slots. And there we go. It's just nothing. And then I have nice free slots to change into things. 10 at the moment is still on Ancient Curse, I think. Hey! We got our sprocket. Good news. What am I flicking across? There's the Toto we need, and there we go. Iron Wall to level 19. Everything else is actually completely sorted. Absolutely done. Just need to do Iron Wall. And after this, one more upgrade, and then we're absolutely sorted until the Toto gets level 30 bases. That might be quite interesting. Anyway, off he pops. 0 sprockets once again. Actually, 0 meteorites? Okay. Well, that's fine. Now, right? It's everyone's favourite game. What's your opinion on Learn to Love? Well, I've only done it once, and I don't plan to do it again, because I have to do floor 39 every time the Heavenly Tower comes round, and that's more than enough Mina for me, right? More than enough. Right, let's see. Okay. Here we go. Rangers. We all love it. We know we do. So, what do we got to do? So, what I do now is I level up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Get this halfway. And then when we get prestige, we do the other half of them. Because you need to do the abilities. Again and again. We start off by doing these. And then I'm also just going to go back to some random heroes here. Heroes, just cat units really. And get them to level 1000. Then that gets us level up team. We've used some hero skills. We can't do world boss. Well, we can actually eventually. Maybe. Not doing fairy walks. That would take too long. Clear stage, that will just happen. Prestige we're about to do. And yeah, we're in line to... I think we're going to tap until the end of this stage. just so that we get a few more keys if keys ever become useful, which they won't because they're not going to update the game, but it's going to help towards our 1,000 taps. I'll do the first tap award because 1,000 is reasonable, it doesn't take that long to do. However, 4,000 and 10,000, they take a lot longer to do. Not that anyone probably cares, it's Battlecats Rangers we're talking about. Well, that video did a lot better than other ones around it, which I was surprised by, but glad about. Isn't Rangers at its end though? Well, it is if I try to go as far as I could, but I prestige every day to get my cat food and stuff, because I want to upgrade my gold cat, so it's not really at its end. We'll get to stage 90, because we can only prestige at stage 65 now or something. It goes up once every time. Also, you won't know, actually, I've just thought about this, but I'm going to prestige now. I remember the first time I prestige, I was like, what have I done? Get that. Most taps in the bank. I've now got Flying Cat, right? I bought that. 70% plus movement speed, and it's really fast. Pretty good. Pretty fast. So that helps us get where we need to get, because to prestige, yeah, wow, we need to be on stage 68 to be able to prestige. So there you go. Can't prestige anywhere before it. So what I'm going to do is get that to level 50 and get our first Butt Warriors to put us on our way, and then also get the 1,000 taps. And then we will go to the beginner account, I think. So train that when we got the monies. And claim that now. There we go. Right. Then that's sorted. So we've got 4 out of 10. We need to get the 10 and then the 20 after that. That's what takes the longest, really. Clearing stage as well. Diddly dee. Prestiging. We're not doing any more of that. Actually need to do 2 to get the next one. We'll just do it tomorrow. And it resets. Kill monster, that will just happen. Level up hero, we need to do that as we go. And tap count, we're not doing that anymore. Okay, fair enough then. Well, I can leave this be as it happens. We're going to switch over to the beginner account. Back at last. Hello, Junfish. How did Audacity go? It looks like it's gone alright, actually. We did a test, and the test video that we made, I will upload to the Silent Gnome channel after the stream's over if you want to have a look at how that bit went. Thank you for asking. The indications are good so far. The audio file sounded fine, and I think I managed to sync it decently well. It's essentially my rubbish version of a clapboard. That's what they do in proper productions. Anyway, we will get rid of that. I'm going to switch that back to airplane mode just so that it doesn't plaster the screen with ads, because I mean normally I just let it because, well, it's just playing to itself, but the problem is the ads actually stop you from progressing past a level. You have to click off an ad before you beat the boss at the end, so most of the time's in airplane mode. So I'm just going to leave that be now. Rangers will do its thing. Lower down the brightness a bit more, save a bit of battery, don't see why not. Upgrade that a bit. Level 95, you know what, I'm just going to... Oh wow, it's actually making noise. Don't do that. So I can get to level 100. Please. Plus. Can I? There we go. Second ability trained. Right. Let's sort out now the beginner account. Oh heck yeah. Just a bit of Clash Royale first. I'll do that off screen. Don't worry. Just a little bit of Clash Royale. Just check in on donating to people. And there's just a lot of chat, okay. Oh wow. We're in last in the war, rip. Fair enough. Don't really want to get into gold anyway. Probably wouldn't do very well there. Turn that brightness down a tiny bit. Put that on. Other than that, I think we'll be fine. So, looks like we're going to be starting off. Oh yeah, with a bit of green envy. I thought it was a cat fruit buffet, but I've already done that, I just remembered. So, green envy is what we need to be doing. Let's see if this comes up on the screen correctly. It's taking its time. Oh! Cool, I'll check out when it gets up. Let me know if you need help with Audacity. I've been using it for a few years. Thank you, Junfish. I will definitely ask you for help if I need it, because its interface is a bit scary for me. Not now, OBS. You say you need a software update to connect, but you don't, because you've just connected. Anyway. Reggae has Clash Royale? I do, and I believe my clan has spaces if you're actually interested. Called No Plan A, after the Battle Cats level. Yeah, I have Clash Royale, been playing it since it officially came out, actually. I like a game where I can be over-leveled and make things easier that way, and that's why I play Clash Royale, and that's why I also hate the tournaments, because I'm rubbish at them. There you go. There's a bit of a story for you. Green Envy then, let's go. Don't see it, do you? Either have patience, Grasshopper, because I can't see it either, or there's something wrong on your end, because I see it fine on the stream's end. I'm afraid. Right. Let's deal with you, Morph, then. Bit of dragon. Dragon? Rah. I like to deal with rangers quickly, you know, every time I go into it. Get those quests done nice and quickly. Spend a minimal amount of time on it, really, because it is a clicker game after all. And ultimately, just still get cat food out of it. Upgrade my gold cat now and then. That's the aim. Gold cat's pretty good. Not much else is. Gold cat is probably the only thing that's going to help me progress past where we got stuck. And it'll be interesting to see how far we can get. Up to level 167 now. Gonna keep going. Right. Disturb the beasts, please. Okay. Loads of Owlbrows, which means loads of cash, which means we're probably fine. And we've got so little gacha, I'm resorting to using Valkyrie. That's the point we've reached. Oh well. At least it's not special only restriction. We'll be a bit stuck there. Bahamut lending a helping hand. A bit more than Valkyrie, which is now dead. And Green Envy Heart's probably going to be fine. I could try whatever's next. Probably Expert or Veteran. But if I fail at that, it's 200 wasted energy. So might as well just do this and hope. I can use treasure radars, but I have very precious few of them on this account. So hopefully we won't have to. We'll use them if it's nearing the end of the day and there's nothing else we can do. That's nearly over. Fat Rat playlist is nearly over. Heck. And we got a seed. Who could have predicted that? The thing I don't want. I'd recommend you play more Doki Doki on the channel. You might find a pleasant surprise. What, within the game? I finished playing it ages ago. It's just the video's a lot behind, so you're fine. What is the clan name, Reggae? I believe I said, but I'll say it again. No Plan A, N-O space P-L-A-N space capital letter A. And we're an orange diamond logo. And I think there are spaces. Seed. Well, that's not what we want, is it? Not quite. Me lad. Yeah, you're never too sure if you could do expert. I mean, I'm trying to get Sanzo, right, which I haven't got yet. So I haven't really got anything particularly good for expert. Oh, wait. I've got 14 treasure radars. Huh. Might be JP I don't have many on there. Well, I'll do this. And then I'll treasure radar afterwards if we don't get one again. Just finish Uncanny Legends. I hope that's one of those irony kites, you know, the ones like LMAO, just beat the level, million laugh cry emojis. I have my plans, don't worry, but as I've said in other streams, and I'll say in this one as well, my plans depend on what happens in update 7.3. And once I know, I'll be able to give it a go. Yeah, I mean, what I like about Clash Royale is sort of running a clan in the most responsible way I can, you know? What we do is we just ask people to donate when they can, and if they go in a war, do all their attacks. We don't tend to, you know, get rid of people out of wars just because they're not doing well in them. We don't base it on people's win rate because anyone could win or lose. It just tends to happen. And the other thing, what's the other thing? Oh yeah, we do the competitive wars for above 3,000 trophies to win one in a season, but then after that we do wars for everyone, because everyone needs to get an opportunity to progress and get some nice clan war cards from the chest. That's the idea of it anyway. Right, let's replay the Fat Rat playlist because we're boring. Okay. Better than replaying one song over and over again, Reggie. Can't imagine anyone who'd do that. Ha ha ha. Hilarious. Oh, we're not on the right tab. Don't know what you're all saying. That is a crying shame. To be honest, right, I to message that's gone off my chat now, I don't really care about other people's progress, whether they've gone through the game quickly or not. Like, I really don't care. It doesn't mean anything to me. It doesn't impress me in any way. It doesn't make me think, oh, I'm terrible, I must try and keep up with them. I literally couldn't care less how other people are doing. Unless it's someone who's been struggling and has made progress. And I'm like, congrats. People are like, oh, I finished the game before you. I literally do not care. Anyway. Green cat fruit, hurrah. This looks lower resolution. It's weird. I don't know why it would be. Anyway, have you ever considered faction series in Minecraft? I don't think I like factions. Factions is sort of kind of aggressive and you will get killed by people and they grief you. I like SMPs where people work together, like the Hermitcraft server that I watch videos of on the Izuma channel. Used to watch Mumbo Jumbo, but for reasons based on literally putting the words "consider subscribing" plastered across the entire screen, I don't watch Mumbo anymore. But yeah, I do like a bit of Izuma content. I watch the Hermitcraft recap every week, see what people have been doing. That's the kind of Minecraft I like, you know? Kind, working together, building amazing things, sort of Hermitcraft. Stealing ideas from Ilmango, kind of Hermitcraft. Which I believe is a running meme. That, or I could have just said something that means nothing to anyone. Probably does mean nothing to anyone, but don't think I'm a factions kind of person. I mean, I play on the server that was me, David, and Muddy Puddle, but they never play, so it's just me. Rip. And I'm currently enchanting my armour quite badly, so that's good. And not actually understanding the mechanic of how water bubble columns work, because I can't get my zombies to go into them very well. They now have to push each other into it for it to work. I don't understand how else it would work. But hey ho, anyway, you know. What can you do? Anyway, yeah, a bit of Minecraft. Do like a bit of Minecraft, I do. But not factions. That's not my kind of thing. Aggressive, griefy Minecraft is really not my kind of thing. I mean, I always played in peaceful mode when it was single player, but I've learnt to what was it? Don't Mind at Night. Take Back the Night. Fallen Kingdom. All these fantastic songs. Icons. Absolute icons of my earlier YouTube years. I could talk about that for ages. But in short, in answer to your question, I don't like factions. When will that Audacity business appear, lol? After I finish the stream, I'll export it out of iMovie and upload it to the Silent Gnome channel. And I can't say when, but it will be there. Zuma only watched a few of his myth but oh yeah, no, he's famous for the myth busting, sticking to Giarian TBH, which is what Zuma calls Grian, in case anyone's interested. Fair enough, you know. Yeah, Zuma. What I like about Zuma is how unclickbaity his content is. It's just really honest, no like block capitals or any of that. A bit like Stampy in that respect. And he makes good videos. And, you know, I use my Twitch Prime sub on Zuma, what I think is all I've ever really done. Because I think he deserves the support for not being a clickbaiter type. That's how I see it. Anyway, I reckon we're going to give one more go to Green Envy, then end the stream. It's been a quite enjoyable stream, actually. If we don't get the other green cat through, I'll just treasure radar it in my own time. But yeah, we'll see. Because we haven't had to use a treasure radar yet, and that's been smashing. Let's do it one more time then. How are we doing? Battle Cats Rangers. We're at level 300. That's dead fancy. Can't tell what use of abilities are up to, because once you go in airplane mode, you can't actually check your missions, which is the only bad thing about it, really. What will you do once you hit 50k? You see, I don't know. I'd need ideas on that, but only when we get closer. Because if we think about ideas now, that would just be really sad. Because, I mean, it's taken a long time to hit 41. I mean, we're not at 41 yet, but actually 40 to 41's been so far faster than a lot of other 1,000 subscriber milestones, but it's, I don't know, probably be at least a year yet. Probably more. Or maybe we'll never reach it. Still play Fortnite. No, well, I could tell you the story of it very briefly. When I heard about Fortnite, I actually loved the concept of it. A PUBG that was free, it sounded really interesting. Dropping in a map and going around sort of free roaming and trying to kill each other. But when I played it, it was really dull and repetitive and unfun. Played it with David and his friends for a little bit. But ultimately really didn't like it. And then I got really annoyed that it was oversaturating media in general, and that much better games and content was getting overshadowed in favour of Fortnite. And that's a little story. There you go. Although Fortnite ads are very well made. I'll admit that. They paint the game as a fun game. That's the only problem, really. It's not fun. In my opinion. Does anyone know if all the Almighty's gacha events are his 100% Uber chance? They won't be, no. Guaranteed Uber chances will fall at a certain point in a certain set, and I guess it changes which set that point falls on, but no. I'm pretty sure every Uber set's going to have a time when it's not guaranteed, and Uberfest and Epic Fest, you'll never have them guaranteed, because you are quite likely to get an Uber in 11 roll, so they don't do guaranteed chances on them. I think I'll be right in saying that. Don't know for sure. Someone's probably answered with a more accurate answer before you hear me say it anyway. Level 400. That's another ability. And there we go. Growing green seed. Oh, well, I'll have to remind myself to do that again when the energy comes round. But, nevertheless, right? I get to thank the bus driver. Yeah, I do. I mean, I don't really get the bus anymore, but yeah, I did. Anyway, on that note, I must say it's been an enjoyable and productive stream. Two good things. And even though the streams make pittance, as you know, if you watched that video about the QuickTime, we found out how much the charity stream made. Nevertheless, it's been an enjoyable experience, right? So that's good. And I will see you at some point in the future with a video on I know not what. Actually, I might know what, but you can never be too sure. Anyway, ta-ra. I'll see you all later, like. Goodbye. And actually now, just to let you into a thing, you may have seen streams cut off. That's because OBS is bad. When you stop streaming, even after you finish speaking, it cuts off the end of what you're speaking. I don't know if it's because of stream delay or whatever, but it just does that. So, just after answering this question, are you considered edgy or anti-edgy? I'm anti-edgy in the sense that I don't like people being edgy. I don't like that kind of sense of humour. I think it's just, most of the time, just offensive and unhelpful. Anyway, right. I mean, pyrocynical can be funny at times, but again, you know, sometimes also not. And if you're edgy, it's very important to be grounded in seriousness sometimes, otherwise you're just a joke and not a very nice person. Anyway, that's my thoughts on it. So now I'm going to be silent for a while and leave it until I stop the stream. It could be that it ends perfectly, or that there's a long silence, or that my voice gets cut off. With OBS, it's a complete lottery. And I guess we'll find out what happens at the end of this stream. Ta-ra! And goodbye, everyone.